Welcome back, third graders, to part 2 of our informational writing. Today we're going to work on the drafting page. Yesterday we completed the planning page. Remember, we did the swimming example together, and we chose the 3 systems in our body that were working together to help us swim. Now we know there's a lot more systems that we could have picked, but we kind of stuck with the main 3, the nervous, the muscular, and the skeletal. And then we brainstormed how those are helping our body do this activity, which in this case was swimming. Your job was to come up with your own activity, pick your own body systems, and explain how they're working together in your body to help you do the activity that you chose. Now, these were on pages 7 and 8 in our ELA packet number 7, and you're going to use these pages today to help you write your draft. Our draft pages can be found on pages 9 and 10 in that very same packet. If you look on page 9, you'll see a finished example of a draft for the swimming that we did yesterday. Now, I've gone ahead and added color to it that matches our slideshow, just so you can see how it's organized. It also helps me as a writer make sure that I'm not forgetting something. So I know I've got my topic sentence, and I see here that I have my transition words, my details, and then my examples and my elaboration. You can read through this one with me. This is how a finished paragraph is going to sound. My muscular, nervous, and skeletal system work together to help me swim. So we just took those 3 systems that we decided we were going to write about, and we talked about the activity that they help us do, and we just made a general statement at the beginning to start our paragraph. This helps the reader know what they're going to read about. Now, here is our body. This is the middle of our paragraph, and this is where most of our writing happens. So these are our details, and these are our elaboration or our examples, where we explain a little bit more about how or why the systems are helping me do whatever activity I chose. Notice we have transition words. I see first, second, finally in this case. They just kind of help move us from one idea to the next. So let's read the body part together. First, my muscular system helps me move my arms and legs in order to swim. My muscles pull and tighten to move my bones and help me swim fast. Second, my nervous system works with my other systems by telling my arms and legs to move. My brain sends signals to my muscles to move and help me swim. Finally, my skeletal system works with my muscular system by moving the bones in my arms and legs. This helps me swim far and fast so I can win the race. Now, the last thing that we had to add was our conclusion. And our conclusion is just a restate of our topic sentence. You'll notice here I started with all in all. All in all, my muscular, nervous, and skeletal system are all interconnected to help me be a great swimmer. So we didn't introduce any new ideas here. We restated our topic sentence, and we reminded the reader that these are the 3 systems we talked about, and the activity that they help us do in this case was swimming. Now, in my draft, and what you're going to do today is you're going to take those same ideas, except for your activity that you chose, and you're going to put them into a paragraph that looks like this. The only difference between this and what we just looked at is that this looks more like a paragraph that I'd see in a book. Up above, it just kind of is more of an organized table that helps me see the different parts of my paragraph. So when you start your paragraph today, you're going to remember to indent at the beginning. If you're handwriting it, use your 2-finger space. You're going to figure out what your topic sentence is and start with that. And then just keep going. Key details, elaborate and explain, transition words, details, and then end and close it with a conclusion that reminds the reader about what you talked about. Now remember, our draft paragraph should be kind of messy. It might have some typos, it might have some spelling errors, it might have some places where I forgot to add a comma or a period. For today, that is okay. That's what a draft is. It's a work in progress. Our next step that your teacher will help you with is to go back and edit and revise. And this is where we find those mistakes and we go through it really carefully and make sure it sounds right, make sure it's punctuated right. If I forgot how to spell something, I'm going to look it up at this point. But that is for the next step. I'm not going to worry about that today. Today, I'm just going to make a paragraph that sounds like this one, that has a topic sentence, that has 3 details, that has examples, and ends with a conclusion. I can save all of my editing and revising for the next day, but today I'm just going to go ahead and get it written down. On page 10, this is the drafting page for your activity. So whichever one you chose or planned, that is what you're going to now write here. And these ideas over here will kind of help you remember how to organize it, what order in which things go. And as always, you can go back to page 9 and look at that finished example to help you write your draft on your activity. Bring it to class the next day and your teacher will help you edit and revise, and then you'll be ready to publish.